Lanka in T20s, he did really well. And the familiar faces in Tatum, Kusal Mendes, Charita Srilanka. That will conclude the 6. Chamika at 7. And Jeffrey Van der Sar in place of Vanidhu Hasaranga, Tikshana, Vinara, and one Tushar, the bowlers.
There they go. The crowd right behind them. Charita Srilanka creating a story for himself and for the team to follow. Been leading from the front, good amongst the runs. The results have turned in Sri Lanka's favour since he's taken over. There's a lot of areas that they can improve in. For Bangladesh, Tanzid Hassan Tamim, Parvez Hussain Imon, the two openers who featured. T20 game, just the 40 overs. Will the pitch change much? And there is a fear of dew as well.
I thought of it before I did the pitch report.
Looks like it held in the pitch. That good hit, the first boundary that sat in the pitch. And the pressure on Chamika Karunaratne.
And not the length to bowl for a player who has been batting well, especially in the ODI. And that was set up beautifully. The onus of the pitch coming into play straight away in that length. If you're pitching it shorter, bowl a meaningful bounce and not that particular length.
Is outside the circle. Srilanka, oh dear. Timed so beautifully. 4 runs. That is time to perfection. Confidence booster for Tanzid.
Yeah, good attempt by Mahesh Tikshana. Sprinted from the mid-on area. The trailing hand was a problem. Tanzid Hassan has expected short bat lift, trying to play as straight as possible, not getting the length right there, and one Tushara. Mahesh Tikshana did everything right. Initially it was Charita Srilanka showing commitment. Puts the slide in and take a look at the right hand. That's where it went wrong. Unfortunately, that resulted in a ball. A pace is something that I would like to highlight here, Russell. 130 point.
He's picked that up. That's huge. The first 6 of the game. Parvez Hussain Imon. What a shot that was.
That time it was a slow delivery. 111.5. Picked the length early. Middled it so well. Oh, lovely. Good shape. Going with the turn. That was the best part about it. Into the grass banks, an 88-meter monster.
Hit well, hit down the ground. That will be 4.
It went full. Mahesh Tikshana first ball. He had the 2 fielders outside the circle at deep mid and long on. And this line, probably for my liking, probably was stumpish. This will confirm us. Not a bad delivery at all. It was almost like a Yorker, but Imon did well, staying low and trying to hit straight as possible.
Lovely shot. Really, really good. I like the stride he got in and reached for that.
Yes, it was risky. It was straight down the line, but he picked up the length pretty early. Had a very good hit position. Touching the ball to the last moment and a good shot. Not trying to open up the offside by giving himself room, but he's playing to the field.
There he's bossing the situation. There we go. Gets even better from Imon. 14 off the Tikshana over, and Bangladesh are 38 for none.
Now, pick that up. How far is that going? Far enough. Well, they've got 4 more runs. Making it look quite simple.
A stroke of highest quality. Still picked up the line. It was drifting towards pads, and he just clipped it into the vacant area. Plenty to think for the Sri Lankan captain. And this is indeed a rollicking start already.
Yorker attempted and straight away he's chipped it. This is the problem that Bangladesh seem to face. Once they get the rhythm going, there will be a delivery. They're not going to rate properly and they're going to throw away the wicket.
Well, when you're looking for boundaries and an easy catch and a welcome breakthrough for the Sri Lankans in shape of Tanzeen, he started to look good. Contribution 16, 46 for 1 Bangladesh.
Oh, he's got the runs, 2,139. And he's gone the full hog with that one. He's thrown his bat at that one. The 50 comes up for Bangladesh in only the 6th over.
He's not stuttering on the cue. Pervez Hassan-Imran. Very convincing he's been so far. Once he decides, he's fully committed to a stroke, and that's why he's been finding boundaries consistently and break this one for both the sides. If Fantasy starts to bowl well, there'll be problems for Bangladesh because he's got the talent, he's got the ability, got that guile, and his repertoire is packed.
Done well because the manner in which Bangladesh started going at a blistering pace, they've just pulled it back the last couple of overs. Wait, right through him, right through everybody. What a delivery that was. Couldn't read it at all.
That's where Wandese makes huge difference. Well disguised, googly, wrong on from him. Out of that. Missed the stumps by a whisker.
Already an 8-run over. And now, that's close, and that's been given. Going across the line, Liton Kumar Das, is he pondering a review? If he felt there was a touch, he'd have gone for the review. I think he has.
To be umpire to director, we have a player review of Johnson out, take the field, it's a fair delivery. We start with front of spin.
Yellow.
Front of spin coming up. Here's a pass close to the bat. Please give me outside to confirm whether there is any bat involved. Oh, okay. It's coming up, it's rolling it. Fully past the bat and the gloves. Yep, original condition is out. Being outside of impact umpire's call. Wicket sitting. Give me the on-field umpire, please. Ravi, you can stay with the original condition of out. I will let you know when you're on screen. Stand by. You're on screen now. You can make a signal.
Well, that's what he does, Wandese. He's a wicket-taking option. In his first over, he has removed the captain. And that is the peril. If as a batsman you don't read the wrong guns, you're always in danger. Timely wickets. For Sri Lanka, they're making a comeback. Bangladesh, 65 for 2.
He'll definitely target the boundary.
Goes high. This should be taken at long off. It was the bottom hand and a very good catch, I'll tell you. That was an excellent catch. Had to wait. Settled underneath it. And this crowd is going wild. But it's another important wicket for Sri Lanka.
That went to the moon. Bottom hand came off the bat of Imran. Got the elevation, not the distance. Rasun Shanagar, safe as houses. You cannot keep him off this game. Making comeback. Brilliant first over. And a good catch. Gives Mahesh Theekshana his first wicket in this game. Expensive in the first over. He gets a big breakthrough of the settled batter of Parvez Hosseini Mon, who's gone for 38, 67 for 3.
Again gives himself a bit of room that time. He come only a single, good work in the deep. Must tell you, Maha, that the Sri Lankan fielding, just that, it's been very sharp and very good. Taken some outstanding catches in the one-day series, and they need to be at their best even in the T20s, and they look good.
The fielding is all about attitude and body language and energy. That's, I think, whoever does that in around.
Just look at the crowd. It's magnificent. Again, not short. Played a lot of the back foot, lots of horizontal shots at the moment. But Van der Sar wouldn't mind it because he's only conceding singles at this stage. Into the 10th over, he's conceded finish well. 2 balls to go in the over. Goes for the slog sweep. And has it gone all the way? I think it has. It's the first boundary. It's a maximum after 27 deliveries.
A long part of the field is leg side to the left-hander. That cleared it clearly. Googly attempted by Jeffrey Van der Sar. The line was leg stumpish. Almost becomes a free hit. The LBW goes out of the window. That's a good hit. 66 meter.
Made the difference by bowling leg stump. Van der Sar looked to bowl that off-stump line. Played with soft hands, wanted a single, finishers with a dot, but still 10 runs for Bangladesh. So at the halfway stage, 79 for 3. Vidoy on strike, and that one keeping low. That stayed down. Dasun Shanaka is excited. I don't think it touched anything. Kusal Mendis is not sure. But a precious dot for Sri Lanka.
Now playing as a batting all-round is...
So, just to correct myself, cover off the leather. That's the right thing. But in the excitement, with the batter looking to hit the ball so hard, really looking to smash it. Brilliant over. Brilliant over. 11 overs done. Just 3 runs in that over. 82 for 3. No plastic ends up in our environment. Together, we can protect the game and the planet, of course.
Well done. Broshanto getting in everything in time. Very well done. Missed out. Missed out. Nice.
Mixes it up. Tall lad. This time Fuller. But
And run a strike rate. Gone. Smartly taken by Kusal Mendis.
Yeah, trying to get a move on. It's just playing inside the line, trying to cut that ball. Was too close to cut, actually, and not in control. It's just getting bogged down. He's just trying to manufacture a shot, and all he could do, not even moving his foot forward. His left leg was away, balances the other way, and he got a thick outside edge. Easy for Kusal Mendis to take it, and it's an important wicket of Tawhid Hridoy. Gone for 10, 89 for 4. Read it very well. Shot again. Now that has at last gone for 4. That will bring a lot of relief. The 100 comes up for Bangladesh.
First boundary after 28 balls. So that's about 5 overs. Now, out of the window is that 187, 180s, which you would have felt comfortable with. Now you've got to make sure you get something on the board to give your bowlers a chance. Because until both teams bat, we don't know exactly how the pitch is playing. And you never know. A couple of early wickets, you're in. You've got to stay competitive, and I think that's numbers around 160 at the moment. Maybe 11, 12 and over from here.
Well, I think 150 will be a reasonably good score, and they're on the way. Another boundary. So maybe the floodgates opening up for Bangladesh with back-to-back boundaries. That is exactly what the doctor ordered. Then from now on, we'll get them to the 160 mark.
Yeah, good hit, good hit. Pace on offer for a change from Dasun Shanaka, and Mehdi Hasan Miraj gets all of it. Now at least the thought process will change even from the bowlers. Sri Lanka. Now the bowlers you always need to look to take on. Finally a boundary. Ends the 16th with Bangladesh on 116 for 4.
Change his pace. That first delivery was 124. Now that is a gift. That's poor bowling. Short fine leg in the circle. You don't bowl at that pace. Pace of gentle full toss. Even he can't believe it. That's 4.
A better option for left-hander. It's got a slingy action. The ball is going to be directed towards stumps, and from there you can improvise like that. And did it effectively, and that was a boundary they were looking for. Keeps on surprising batters with different deliveries, but here was a gift to the batter. A low full toss outside the off stump, and finally Mathias and Mirage managed to score a boundary.
Well, they need a few of these. Mirage appears to be in a much better position than Naeem. Naeem is struggling, but Mirage is striking the ball well. Missed a few, but found the middle of the bat most of the time. That was almost 112 Ks for my speaks, and pushing it through quickly. Again, this time slices it. Should be taken. Charita Srilanka catches it. Mirage goes in the 19th over. Bangladesh lose their 5th wicket.
As a batter, you can't afford to take risks against Tikshana. Yes, he offered a full toss, but you can't be greedy against him as a batsman. He was looking for another one, offered an easy catch, which was nicely held. And that was wicket number 2 for Tikshana, and Mirage goes for 29. It's 135 for 5.
Oh, goes for the reverse. That is a very good shot, and he gets a 6. Brilliant way to end the over for Shamim. 13 runs off it. Bangladesh down to the last 6 balls are 143 for 5. Last ball, and he plays it almost off the off stump. He wants to, and they will not have to, because Nuwan Tushar has bowled another very good delivery. Bangladesh gets 11 of the last over, but I can tell you that Sri Lanka will be well pleased with their effort on the field. 154 for 5 is what Bangladesh gets at the end of 20 overs.
Must be very pleasing for Sri Lankan captain. Won the toss and decided to insert the opposition into bat. And the bowlers responded to his call.
Combination of the slower delivery was delivered very difficult to hit away, and the accuracy of the lengths of the balls, that is one tough job, particularly in this format of the game when you're looking to hit every other ball to get that scoreboard moving along nicely. And Sri Lanka will feel comfortable coming in. Pathum Nissanka, Kusal Mendes will open. Bangladesh will be looking to get early wickets. I think immediate pressure by follow wickets, that's what's required for Bangladesh right at the start of this Sri Lankan chase.
The Taskin Tanzimasan Shakib with the new ball will be very crucial. I said it beginning, is whoever sets the tone in the power plays will probably end up in the victorious side. Saifuddin, the side, probably will be opening the bowling. I'm surprised that Mustafizur Rahman, with all his experience bowling cutters into the pitch in this sort of a surface, is not being considered. For Sri Lanka, this man on screen, Pathum Nissanka, becomes very crucial along with Kusal Mendes. They get out to a good start. Kusal Janit Perra due to bat at number 3. Sri Lanka will be
Sensible. They don't really have to go and bludgeon every ball out of the ground. This can afford to be selective in their shot making, because we've seen the balls hold on to and grip on the surface. So a bit of alertness on the part of batters is essential. And Bangladeshi bowlers will have to really be bowling with a lot of thought. 1734 runs for Pathum Nissanka at 1450s. He will be looking to get amongst the runs. He's with someone who has been scoring lots and lots of runs in different formats. Century in the last match, man of the match. Kusal Mendes in the ODI has been exemplary, and he wants to carry on.
And the man series as well, Kusal Mendes, and with the new ball for Bangladesh, it's going to be Saifuddin. Experience economy of 8.72, slightly on the higher side. That is mainly because he bowls in the depth as well as with the new ball. Pathum Nissanka stand is quite relatively quiet ODI series. He will wanting to do better in the T20 series. Slip, short extra cover, cow point, mid-off, mid-on, square leg, fine leg, and a third man to start off the proceedings. Countdown is on.
And we're all set for the chase. Sri Lanka looking to overtake. 154 posted by Bangladesh. Pathum Nissanka on strike. That is a delectable shot to start off with. Just a hint of shortness of length, and he was quickly on his back foot. What sweet timing for the first boundary.
Sweet as a candy. This is a wonderful start. Nothing wrong with the delivery. I thought the length was decent. And this is what Pathum Nissanka is good at. High on his toes, and most importantly, finding the gap. Feel the apex of cover did get a hand to it. Feel like the outfield is lightning fast. As Shamim Hussain was chasing down, did not have a chance.
No pressure on Mohammad Saifuddin, the bowler, straight away. No, that's there to be hit. Cannot afford to bowl. Little short, angling down the leg side. Easy pickings.
Back of the length in this surface just sits up beautifully. That's not the length you bowl with the new ball at the Pallekal International Cricket Stadium. Especially against quality players like Pathum Nissanka, it becomes a bread and butter. Easy as it gets when you have the fine leg also in the circle, even easier. Moral victory for the bowler. Pick apart the batter, the slip disappears to mid-wicket. Third man comes in and cow point drops back.
Well, that's been bludgeoned. This time he overcompensates, pitches it up wide of the off stump, and the full.
Just the start anyone would have hoped for if you're a Sri Lankan fan. For a moment, Shamim Hussain was probably thinking I could get to it. Oh, agonizingly. It's a nice shot. Nice shot by Pathum Nissanka, nice shot by a cameraman. Very good start for Sri Lanka.
Superb start. Looking very ragged is the bowler, Baskin Ahmed. That is absolutely a top-class shot. Just waited on that, opened the face. Lovely use of the lack of fielders in the deep, and 4 runs.
Carrying on his good form, Kusal Mendes. Fresh from 100. Couple of pitches away. Most importantly, lovely head position. Not committing too much to the front foot. Predominantly just opening up the offside by not committing the game. The post-mortem starts.
Oh dear. Way down the leg side. That is very ordinary bowling. Just helping the ball on its way. Making it easy for the Sri Lankans to gather the runs in quick time.
It's raining boundaries in Pallekal. Just the 10 deliveries into the Sri Lankan side. Already 5 boundaries. 3 to Pathum, 2 to Kusal. It was a poor delivery. Down the leg side. Not too sure that there was an off cutter. But that's not the line to bowl, especially when you have fine leg in the circle. And
he's a player who can come back well. Now pick that up. Oh, well. The Sri Lankans are really enjoyed themselves. 6 to finish that over. They raced to 30 without loss. There's got hold of that. That's going many a mile. Cow corner targeted and a maximum achieved.
This occasion, the slow ball was right in the hitting arc for Pathum Nissanka. Setting himself up beautifully to go mid-wicket. Lovely follow through, good base. And off she goes, 91-meter monster. That's an excellent shot. I thought Pathum Nissanka anticipated a slow delivery. That's why he covered the off stump pretty early. His good luck, the length was full right in the hitting arc.
Well, didn't quite get hold of it. Despite that, fortune favours the brave, as they say, an inside edge, very disconcerting for the bowler. But the batter will take the 4 runs.
The luck's certainly going Sri Lanka's way. Trying to maximize the power play. Message is quite clear for Sri Lanka. That was more like a hoik. The previous one was excellent, kept his shape.
Oh, now, take that! Width offered and slapped away with this day for another boundary. Rocketing away, Sri Lanka 46 after 3. In search of a wicket here, Bangladesh. Full toss. Take that. Easy as they come. The 50 comes up in quick time.
What a shot. Taskin Ahmed, the very first ball in his second over, going to bowl a Yorker. And against players like Kusal Mendes, the margin of error becomes so minimum, so small. A shin high full toss into the 4th over. Dispatches it to the...
This time it's backward a point. It's happening all around the ground and he's enjoying it. There's been pretty ordinary bowling here by all the Bangladeshi bowlers on view. And Sri Lanka have really moved on, hitting balls to all parts of the ground.
Even experienced Taskin Ahmed is sinking here. He had 2 fielders outside the circle in the leg side and gives with. Yes, the car point fielder should have done better. Rishad Hossain. But the
Against Taskin. Now, pick up shot. Well, it goes many a mile into the crowd for another maximum.
Sanat Jayasuriya easily hit it. This is excellent hitting. Picked up the slow ball early again by Kusal Mendes. Take a look at the head position. It was straight and went down in one knee. That was an excellent hit. Not a big boundary to the leg side, and that would have easily cleared any boundary in the world. They are elated.
Imi Russell. Another one. Good use of the body. It's raining sixes here in Pallekele.
Well, I'm afraid nothing seemed to have gone right for Bangladesh. Well, they started off well as an opening pair, and after that with wickets falling, and then the bowlers have looked very, very ordinary. That's a poor delivery. That's a long hop. That's a drag down. Bowling in the power plays, just under 85 and short too.
Lovely use of the feet through the line. This is unbelievable stuff. Look at the crowd. They are loving what they're seeing.
Well, this is not helping. Sri Lanka won't be complaining at all. They're just enjoying themselves. Sixers are raining, and they're making full use of the power play.
And maybe they learned from the Bangladeshi batters as well, because in the power play they went hard. Now here's an opportunity. He sliced that. Rishad Hossain hangs on and they get a breather.
Well, that's what they were after. That's the breakthrough they were after. He's not happy later on. But what about them? They're over the moon because Sri Lanka have got off to a flying start. Looking to go over the top. Push through a little bit quicker. Sliding across. Top edge. Rishad Hossain holds on to it at mid-on. But Sri Lanka have got off to a brilliant start. Pathum Nissanka, 42 of just...
Sri Lanka as a left-hander. Oh, he goes with the reverse. He hits it well. Oh dear. That goes all the way.
Since a boundary came and Kusal Perera opens it with a 6. See, this is the thing. You're bringing in a part-time bowler. and you're trying to target Kusal Pereira here. Why not the leg spinner? Take that chance. I mean, if you go for runs, bad luck. But
30. And now that is very, very well guided. What a delectable shot. Really went deep into his grip.
He's a dynamite. Kusal Pereira. He was the major factor in PSL for Lahore Qalandars. Played with responsibility. You know, if as a bowler you want to bowl with this speed.
From the word go. Again short. Ah, that's easy pickings. Really. Ordinary delivery from Richard. And he pays the price for it.
For shorter batsmen, that length is very friendly. You've got to pitch the ball up to the batters who are...
he's played a few dots. Now, this should be taken. Yes, Liton Das catches it. And Rishan Hussain, he's the wicket taker. Always felt that the leg spinners are a good option to have, and he's provided the breakthrough.
I don't think Kusal Pereira picked the googly. That was excellently bowled by Rishad Hussain. Naturally with his side, he's going to get that extra bounce. Wasn't the right choice by Kusal Pereira. Liton does the finishing job with an easy catch. Leg spinner strikes for Bangladesh. Pereira, contribution of 24. Sri Lanka 124.